Good day, this 281st day, Meaningful Moments, 365 days. How many times have you gone into a store and either talked yourself out of something or, on the other side, talked yourself into something? It's a really interesting process to observe in yourself. And you'll hear proponents speaking on how not to allow yourself to be talked out of something like in your head. And you'll also hear proponents for saying don't allow yourself to be talked into something either, because it really depends on what your patterns have been. So for myself, I often have found myself talking myself out of something because a part of me thinks, I really don't need that, or it's better to wait till another time. And then inevitably, I maybe get the understanding that it's really something I need. I go back to get it and there are no more of what I was looking at or something like that. Or the sale is gone, or there just is no more and there's no reordering it. It's not coming back, whatever it might be. And my pattern has been more along the lines of, it's something I really don't need, and kind of feeling like I shouldn't have it right then. So that's something that I have to watch for. And then on the other hand, I can remember a few times where I've talked myself into something, not really needing something, but talking myself into it. And of course, all that rationalizing that our mind does to justify it in some way. And it's so interesting to observe our mind and the way our patterns are. And I would say, even as I speak about this, you might be hearing it and going like, oh yeah, that's why I shouldn't allow myself to talk myself out of it. Or you might be thinking, oh yeah, that's why I should say, yeah, I should go ahead and get it, whatever that might be. But no one can really say that for you or tell you that. And we can all share different examples of, what our pattern is or what we do or why we don't do something, whatever. But it really comes down to knowing yourself, knowing what your patterns are, what it is that causes that imbalance in you, and then how you balance it, kind of align it once again and put it back into place where it really needs to be, so that you can approach life in a fresh and truthful way. Offering that as a meaningful moment today, as I took a look at something that I really did need for this year, even though it's not at this moment, but I know I'm going to be needing it in a couple of months probably. It was a pair of gloves, and they were really nice gloves, and they were really reasonably priced, and there wasn't a lot on the shelf. And walked out of the store, got in the car, and all of a sudden it was like, bing, there it is. Go back and get them. And I listened, but it really came out of something that wasn't like all this thinking going back and forth. It was just like my observation of my own thoughts and my own patterns were really clear. So wishing you that kind of clarity in all your decisions, because we face them every day for all kinds of things. Aho, friends, this Friday night. Enjoy.